In this video, I'll be showing how to replace a lower ball joint on a Nissan Sentra. It is located behind the front wheel on the control arm. Let's get started. You're going to want to safely raise and support the front of the vehicle. To remove the wheel, we have 5 21mm lug nuts. I'll be using a 21mm socket to remove those. Let's remove our wheel. Now that my vehicle is raised and supported and the wheel's off, I can go ahead and locate the ball joint. It's on the control arm, held in by this bolt. One side's at 14, the other side as well. So I'm going to hold this side with a wrench and remove the nut on the other side. Inspect the inside of the side. I'm going to spin the bolt free. Remove any corrosion in there. Now I'm going to grab a screwdriver and push the bolt as I spin it freely. And there it is, set it aside. Now I'm going to take a chisel, insert it in the slot in the knuckle, and tap it with a hammer. This is to split the ears on the knuckle so the ball joint has an easier time coming out. Now you can see I pried down enough to where I can see the ball joint. Now we're going to move along to the other bolts. Now I'm going to move to my forward control arm bolt. On the back side there is an 18mm nut holding it down, so I'm going to use a wrench to secure that. And on the front, a 22mm. I'm going to reposition my wrench. I'm going to remove my wrench. I can remove our nut. And there's our bolt. Set it aside. Now for my last control arm bolt. One side is an 18, the other side as well. I'm going to hold the top side with an 18mm wrench. And while I'm holding, remove the bottom. Here's our bolt. And here's our nut. I'm going to pull the control arm out. While I'm removing the ball joint, just push the backing plate front and pull it out. And there it is. Let's take it to the bench. Now that the control arm is removed, I'm going to go ahead and locate this snap ring on the ball joint. I'll be using some snap ring pliers to remove it. I'll just locate the tabs. Spread it apart. And pull up. Discard of it properly. Now let's go get our ball joint press. Before we remove the ball joint, I'm going to spray it with some penetrating fluid. Make sure you have a rag underneath. This is so the removal process is easier. Now we're going to go ahead and take a ball joint press. You can rent these from any major auto parts retailers. I'm going to slide the cup over and make sure it goes over the whole ball joint. This one's good. Now for the top, we're just going to want one that encompasses the ball joint itself, and I will press it down. I'm going to place my control arm in a vise and remove the ball joint. Now we can remove our tool. We can finish removing it with a hammer. I'm going to prep my surface with a wire brush to get rid of as much corrosion as I can. Then I'll use a rag and spray clean to clean it up. Now for our new ball joint, slide it in. Make sure you have the proper adapters. As you can see, that one fit. Now we can start tightening down. And there's our installed ball joint. I'm going to place the snap ring on the ball joint and install it. There it is, make sure it's flush. Now back to the car. But before I install my control arm, we're going to clean the mating surface on the knuckle. I'm going to be using a wire brush. Yeah, that looks good. Now before we install our ball joint, I'm going to slide the plastic ring over and make sure it's in place. I'm not going to slide my bushing in. And make sure they're in place. I'm going to feed in my first bolt in. Make sure it goes all the way in. I'm going to take a pry bar, locate the lower side of the control arm, pry up and get a screwdriver so I can line this hole up. Now we're ready to install our bolt. I'm going to use the 18mm socket and an extension to gain enough leverage to slide the bolt in. As you can see, now it's through. Now I'm going to thread on both of the securing nuts. Now I'm going to go ahead and snug both of them up. I'll be using a 22mm for the front bolt and an 18 on the back. Just going to snug it up for now. And now for our ball joint. Go ahead and insert it in the knuckle. Make sure it's aligned. Now you can hit it with a rubber mallet. Remember the backing plate you could pull up. As you can see now, it's fully seated in. Now let's go ahead and push up and slide our mounting bolt in. Now I'm going to hand thread in my nut. We're going to go ahead and torque the ball joint to knuckle bolt to 41 foot-pounds. We're going to tighten the rear bolt to 74 foot-pounds. And the front bolt to 76 foot-pounds using a 22 millimeter. Now we're going to reinstall the front wheel. Now we're going to reinstall our lug nuts. We're going to snug them down in a crisscross pattern. Now that my wheel is on the ground, I'm going to torque the fasteners to 83 foot-pounds in a crisscross pattern.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.